You're about to say yes to an event, but your brain quietly checks, how do I leave if I need to? You sit near the door in meetings, choose aisle seats at movies, drive your own car so you're not stuck with anyone else's timeline. At parties, you feel calmer if you know what time it officially ends or when it's socially acceptable to leave. If someone suggests a road trip or a long commitment with no clear exit time, your chest tightens. Like people, you might even enjoy parts of it, but only if you know you can get out. Inside, you think, why do I always need an escape route just to feel okay? What am I so afraid will happen if I can't leave? If your idea of comfort is I can leave whenever I want. What your brain is doing in those moments is something most people like, you never get told, and it might completely change how you see this side of yourself. The people around you usually don't see this as a safety thing. They see it as a you thing. You never fully commit. Why do you always have to drive separate? Just stay. What's the big deal? Maybe friends tease you for always having an excuse to leave, or a partner sighs. Can't you just relax and be here? Start to feel guilty every time you ask, when does it end? Or quietly add, is it okay if I leave early? Like you're being rude, childish, or difficult. After a while, their voices sink in. You tell yourself, maybe I am flaky. Maybe I can't handle being trapped with people. Normal adults don't obsess over this. So you either push yourself to stay and feel trapped, or you avoid things altogether to skip the anxiety. Most people like you stop there and decide they're the problem, but nobody ever told you what your nervous system learned about safety and control a long time ago. What almost no one explains is that your need for a way out isn't just a quirky personality trait, it's your safety system showing. Psychology suggests that people who always need an exit plan often have a safety-oriented, autonomy-driven nervous system. Somewhere along the way, your body learned a rule. When I can't leave, I'm not safe. Maybe it was long, tense family events you couldn't escape. Car rides where you were stuck with someone's anger. Social situations where leaving wasn't allowed without drama, or relationships where no wasn't respected. Your brain remembered more than the details. It remembered the feeling of being trapped. So now it treats having options, your own car, the aisle seat, a clear end time as non-negotiable ingredients of feeling okay. Being able to leave isn't you being flaky. It's your system saying, I need to know I still have a choice. Once you see this as a survival strategy, not just a flaw, the next question becomes, how did your mind get trained this way, and where is it truly protecting you versus quietly running your whole life? If you've been in situations where you couldn't leave long, tense family dinners, controlling relationships, awkward rides, high-pressure meetings, you may have felt helpless, judged, or unsafe. Your nervous system stores that as trapped equals danger. It doesn't need another dramatic event to react. Similar setups, no clear exit, long commitments trigger the old alarm. Humans need a sense of agency. For some, it's stronger. Knowing you can leave on your terms sends a powerful signal. I'm not powerless here. Driving yourself, sitting near exits, clarifying end times. These are all micro ways your brain asserts, I still have choice, which calms your underlying anxiety. Safety-sensitive minds run what-if scans. What if I feel overwhelmed? What if someone gets drunk? What if it's awkward? An exit plan functions like a pressure valve, even if you never use it. Just knowing it exists reduces the feeling of being cornered. Without that, your mind stays on high alert, making it nearly impossible to relax and enjoy the moment. Most people only see you as always hedging. They don't see the old memories of being stuck, the need for agency, and the constant what-if math your brain is doing before you even walk in the door. This is where your exit plan instinct can be both a gift and a trap. On one hand, it's a smart boundary. It keeps you from overcommitting. It helps you avoid situations that would genuinely overwhelm or drain you, and honors your nervous system's need for agency. That's wisdom, not weakness. But there's a point where it can quietly turn into avoidance. You start saying no to anything that doesn't guarantee maximum control, or you use needing an exit as a reason to never stretch, be seen, or be vulnerable. On the outside, it looks like strong preferences. On the inside, sometimes it's fear quietly shrinking your world. A gentle self-check. Right now, am I honoring my need for choice, or letting fear convince me I have none unless I control everything? When you see it clearly, your story stops being, I'm just flaky or difficult, and starts sounding more like the truth. You have a safety-oriented, autonomy-driven nervous system that refuses to be trapped again. You value choice, self-respect, and environments where you can leave if your body says enough. That's a strength, not a flaw. The work now isn't to force yourself to stay everywhere, but to let your exit plan work for you, not run you. Driving yourself, sitting near exits, or clarifying end times, but also allow yourself to stay if you want to. Not just because it feels safer to leave. Try tiny experiments. Choose one low-stakes event where you have an exit, but consciously decide, I'll check in with myself before I use it. Over time, you teach your brain that you can be safe and free, not just one or the other. If this felt like someone finally explained why you always need to know how to get out, you're not alone, and you're not broken for needing options. Subscribe and stay close if you want more videos that decode traits like this without shaming you. And tell me in the comments where you notice your need for an exit plan the most, because next, we're going even deeper into how safety-sensitive minds like yours can feel free without giving up what makes them feel secure.